Watchdog groups asked the Department of Justice to investigate bribery for Senator Collins' Kavanaugh vote. A watchdog group is asking the Justice Department to investigate a number of groups they say may be illegally pressuring Senator Susan Collins to gain her vote against Brett Kavanaugh, the president's Supreme Court pick. Collins says she sees the effort, an online crowdfunding effort by groups that threaten to use the money against Collins if she votes for Kavanaugh, as an attempt to bribe her for the vote. Collins is one of two potential swing votes on Kavanaugh and has seemingly found herself at the center of the nation's divide over Trump's second nominee to the High Court. The Maine Republican has reported receiving threatening calls and letters, as well as more than 3,000 wire coat hangers in grim reference to the safe, illegal abortions that abortion rights defenders say would follow the end of Roe v. Wade. You are a politician that is involved with your job. If you cannot handle that kind of scrutiny or that kind of action from the public, you should not be a politician. You should do something else that does not require you to be in the public spotlight. And if you're looking for somebody to play the violin for you, this guy ain't going to. And if anybody does, shame on them. So no one feels bad for you, Collins. Nobody. But it's the online crowdfunding campaign by three activist groups that raise concerns of bribery. The Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust told the USA Today it's sending a letter to the Justice Department on Thursday asking it to investigate the groups, which has raised more than $1.2 million to go to Collins' opponent if she votes to appoint Kavanaugh. Okay, so let's get this straight. When groups of people gather together to raise funds for their own political interests, and they see some success in it, that should be under investigation. Because clearly that must be bribery. Even though they're not bribing her. They're not saying, hey, we'll give you this money if you vote a certain way. That would be a bribe. They're saying this is going to go towards her opponent. So there's no bribes involved here. But when that happens, it should be investigated. But when corporations bribe politicians on a daily basis, when corporations buy out the Republican Party, buy out the Democratic Party, they bet on both horses so they can't lose. When that happens and continues to happen, that's not, we don't investigate that. We only investigate it when actual people are involved. You see how your government doesn't serve you? You see how it's the government for corporations and not people? And that's why we're in the mess we're in, and that's why people are calling for true radical change, because it's not that the system is just hurting right now. The system is broken beyond repair. I mean, how backwards is that? When people rise up to try to get a government that serves their interest, that should be investigated. But when telecom companies bribe politicians, when pharmaceutical industries bribe politicians, you name it. When defense contractors have government by the balls, and that's why we never see an end to the economy of war. Well, I truly hope this investigation goes nowhere. That's what I hope for.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news